Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports, and we've got another Prize Picks video for you. We're going to be talking about the December 31st NBA slate on Sunday, the last day of the year. We're hoping to end it with a lot of green tomorrow. We actually have some really fun matchups. We have a 6-game slate. I mean, just right off the board, we've got Wizards versus Atlanta, which is going to should be a super high scoring game. We'll see what we're getting into, if anything of that. There'll definitely be. I mean, I want pieces of that. But anyways, I was just like, when I saw that matchup, I was like, oh my god, that's going to be a ridiculous over under. But yeah, guys, we're excited to wrap up 2023. Try to get some wins on our way out, and just keep it going up through the new year. Before we get into our picks, if you've never tried Prize Picks, use our promo code and they'll double your first deposit up to $100. They're going to match whatever you put on. So if you put on the full 100, you'll get 200 to play with. And if you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell, because we drop these plays as quickly as we can. But we do these late night shows, and a lot of these plays end up getting removed. And actually, our daily show that we do Monday through Friday, it's even more difficult. Like, those plays move so fast, especially with some of the tools we have. Like the Daily Grind DFS Optimizer, like, it helps us find plays that end up getting moved so quickly. So if you're subscribed and you have the notifications on, you should be notified as soon as we post our videos, because a lot of these plays end up being a little bit time sensitive. If you guys are a fan of the channel and you appreciate what we're doing, if you don't mind liking the video, it's been really helping us grow our channel. It's just getting kind of crazy how fast everything has grown. We appreciate it. We love everybody that's been just positive and sticking around with us through the ups and downs, and all of our Discord family and everything. We appreciate all you guys. So before we get into our plays, we're going to do a recap from the Saturday NBA slate, and we're starting with the night show. The first look, we said it was a tough board. That's why we ended up still doing a daily show, even though it was the weekend. Because it was tough, but honestly, I felt good about Markkanen. I took him for, I think it was 32 and a half. Let me just double check. 32 and a half PR, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you're correct on that.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I got so many things open. He only played 26 minutes. But he had a terrible shooting night. It was a tough matchup. The weird thing is I was hyped on it because I was like, I don't think they win this game without Markkanen having a good game. Well, they won the game, but Markkanen went 4 of 13 from the field and 1 of 8 from 3. So he just had a bad night. He only went for 5 rebounds. So that ended up, it didn't work out in that matchup. And then my other play was Cade Cunningham for over 12 and a half rebounds and assists. And they brought it. They ended up beating Toronto, 12 and a half rebounds, assists. He went for 15. So we cashed on that. You want to get into your night picks real quick, Jordy?
Yeah, man. So I had taken LeBron James for under 3.5 turnovers, and like I expected, he went for 1. He's taking care of the ball more because people were harping on him pretty hard about being the turnover king after he became like the leader in that section. But so we hit on that one, and then I took Luka Doncic for over 56.5 PRA. And if you were watching the game like I was, you were sweating this out, but he got it done. He went for just 57, so he beat it by 0.5. So I was pretty excited on that one, but yeah.
It's nice to be on the other side of that. We're usually like, we missed it by 0.5. But I'll get into the daily show picks since I ran that solo. We had taken, I took Scotty Barnes for over 51 and a half fantasy score. And, honestly, it was like a pretty hectic day. I got the video out a little bit later. I had made a post to the YouTube community section letting everyone know that I was going to be doing it still, but just had a wild day, pretty busy Saturday. And by the time I had gotten on and was searching for picks and whatnot, I honestly hadn't heard the news about OG Anunoby getting traded. And so I was mentioning in the video, like, they've been having Schroeder come off the bench And it's been really great for Scotty Barnes. And then I put the video out, and then I hop into our Discord, and everyone's talking about this trade, and I was like, oh no. And we were doing like live build outs and voice chat today. It was a lot of fun, but I was telling everybody, I'm like, I wonder how that's going to affect that rotation though with Schroeder. I don't think he comes off the bench with OG gone now. And sure enough, he ended up starting, and he had a pretty good game, but it's just difficult, when he and Scotty are on the floor at the same time, because they're both facilitators. But Scotty had a rough go of it at first, and then he ended up coming so close. If he would have had a better first half, he would have definitely cashed this. All things considered, he still went for 43.8, and we needed over 51.5. So we kind of got hooked there. And then my next play was Tobias Harris over 36 fantasy score. Kind of got hooked here too. He went for 32.4. They ended up losing to Chicago. We took Bojan Bogdanovic over 2.5 assists. He ended up going for 3, so he cashed that. And then the Andre Drummond 39.5 fantasy score worked like a charm. He ended up going for 54.4. Another 22 rebound outing. And he had 3 block shots, 2 steals. Everything played out perfect for Drummond, but unfortunately Scotty and Tobias just missed. But yeah, sucks. But we'll keep going. Those aren't. I mean, a loss is a loss, but those aren't like terrible busts. Like I still feel good about the plays. But I think if I had realized that Schroeder was going to be starting again, I would have probably been a little bit more apprehensive about the Scotty pick. But we got 6 for you tonight, since we don't have a daily show tomorrow. And I really do wish Prize Picks would give us a fantasy score late night like this, but they just won't do it. So we were still able to find 6 that we like. So excuse me. Let's get into our picks. I'm gonna pop a fresh piece of gum, and let's get after it. So to get us started, speaking of not being able to get fantasy score, I'm going to be going with a block steals prop to get us started. And that's going to be Jalen Williams. I would love to take his fantasy score, but it's not available yet, unfortunately. I will definitely be looking at it tomorrow because it's been great. But I'm happy to take his blocks and steals in the meantime. And I'll let you guys know, this is not favored to the over, but I'm taking it anyways. So if you're uncomfortable with any of these plays, as always, go with what you feel good about. It's your money, like we're showing you what we're playing, and I'll be playing this tonight. I'll be, dropping it in the Discord for everyone. As soon as Jordy's getting into his picks is typically when I share what we're getting into to the Discord. But I'm going to be taking this for more. Let's look at this over under. We've got an over under of 237.5 with the Thunder favored by 7.5. And I don't see this turning into a major blowout. But something to consider. It's not anything like this, Boston Spurs game, or anything like that. But the 7.5 range is something that you want. It's not as tight as we prefer, but I think that he gets this done. I think that will be a part of them winning this game. If we take a look at his blocks and steals over the last 10 games, he's hit this 7 out of his last 10 games. If we look at his last 5 here, he's done it 80% of the time. So 4 out of 5 games. His most recent game with a block and 2 steals. He's just been all over the place. Great defender. If we look at this matchup, what Brooklyn allows, 2 shooting guards. They're 14th in steals allowed, so he should have a good chance at getting some steals. And we know that he can block as well. And they're a little bit better about that, but they're 6th in blocks allowed. I'm not always paying too close attention to what the other team is allowing. I just like to mention it because we talk matchup, but the bottom line is this dude has done this in 7 out of his last 10 games. He's averaging 30 minutes a game. He's just, guys who can play defense, they get minutes because it's important, especially if you can score too, and he can. But I would love to take the fantasy score, but for first look, since it's not available, I'm going to be just taking his blocks and steals for more. And then my next play, I'm going to be going to a rebounds prop, and I'm going to be going to my man Nurkic here. 10.5 seems really low for what he's been doing, and I like his matchup. I like him to go over this. Feel really good about this pick. Take a look at the over/under. We've got Suns versus Magic. Should be a great game. I can't wait to watch this one. We got a 230 over/under with the Suns favored by 6. That says a lot because the Magic are solid this year. Big Suns fan, but I'm kind of surprised that they're favoring them by 6 because the Magic have been stifling a lot of really good teams with their awesome defense. But I like Nurk to go over 10.5 here. If we look at what he's done over the last 10, we've got 6 of his last 10. He's gone over this. He's been doing great over the last 5, 80% of the time as well, with his most recent outing getting 15 boards. And if we take a look at what Orlando's allowing to centers, they're kind of middle of the road, a little bit above average. They're not like known for rebounding, but they're 12th in rebounds allowed. And Nurk has just been kind of, I think he's getting his groove back. He's getting, ever since he took that little break, he's been playing well, and I'm excited about it. And we got Bradley Beal back. I don't think we have any injury concerns here. No. Josh Okogie game time decision, that doesn't really affect him. It's been nice having Bradley Beal back, even though we haven't seen him like totally excelling just yet. I do like having him out there just as a threat. We jump over to Daily Grind. I didn't jump over for Jalen Williams because he's actually not on the board for blocks and steals right now. But as far as Nurkic goes, this is their top play for Nurkic is his rebounds over. They have it at a 51.45% odds to hit, and they have it at a -124, and we got kind of -120s across the board at 10.5. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets bumped to 11 by tomorrow. But I'm feeling good about this matchup. I'm feeling good about Nurkic. So I'm going to be taking this for more. And then my last play is going to be a rebounds and assist prop. And I'm going to be going with De'Aaron Fox. I like him to go over 10.5 here as well. This should be a fun game against Memphis. We'll take a look at this over/under real quick. All right, we got a 236.5 over/under with a nice close spread here. Memphis actually favored by 1.5. This should be a fun game. Fast pace, lots of rebounds to be had. I can't say it enough. I'm just so happy Ja is back. I don't think that there's any concern as far as Ja goes. Not that it's totally related, but do we have any injury concerns? No. So this should be a fun game. No key players. I mean, we've got Kevin Huerter game time decision, but that doesn't really affect me too much about my excitement to get into this game. If we take a look at Fox over his last 5, he's hit this 3 of his last 5. His most recent outing, grabbing 5 rebounds and 8 assists. I think this is going to be a lot of fun to be a part of. If we jump over to Daily Grind, they have this pretty juiced, 53.32% odds to hit, and their odds are a -134. We got BetMGM all the way up at -135. Just 130 plus across the board. Feeling really good about this play. And these are going to be the 3 that I'm rolling with since we don't have a daily show. And again, tomorrow, if you do see Jalen Williams' fantasy score and it looks good to you, I'll probably be leaning into more of that since I can get the blocks and steals plus everything else that he's going to be doing. But I've just been really enjoying targeting Jalen lately. But yeah, these are my 3. What do you got for us, Jordy?
Yeah, man. So to get into mine here, I'm going to be going with a, to get me started, an assist prop here. And I'm going to take Jalen Johnson for over 2.5 assists. He's done this a lot over his last 5 games. He's hit it in 4 out of 5 here. If we look at his last 10 here, he kind of struggled in this department for the other 5 games on the end of this. But you know, he was kind of getting into a groove with this before he got hurt, and then he picked it right back up in this game against Sacramento. So I like him to go over this against Washington. His points are just way too high. They're at 16.5. We got him at 11.5 in the last video, so that shows you how much respect they're paying him now. But you know, if we look at what they're giving up assist wise to Washington, Washington is giving up assist wise to small forwards here. They're giving up they're ranked 30 and they're giving up 5.5 a game. So he's got plenty of opportunities, and he's just been a monster for them, like in all regards. I mean, he went for 15 rebounds in the last game and 16 points. So he's just a beast. I mean, the guy, if you watch the way he plays, he's super aggressive, and he's starting to learn how to facilitate the ball now too. So really like this kid, and I'm going to be rolling with his assists here. If we look at daily grind here, they've got this at a minus 125 pretty much across the board to go over with the 51.64% chance. So I really like this play. I'm going to be rolling that for sure. You look at the over under in this game, and it's massive. I mean, 252.5 with a 7-point favorite to the Hawks is crazy. So really liking that play there. And then for my next one here, I'm going to be going with a 3-point made prop, and I'm going to go with Chet Holmgren. Now, I know this sounds sketchy, but he, if we look at what he's been doing with 3-pointers here, he's getting about 30 minutes a game, and he's shooting 4 3-point attempts per game, and he's shooting you know, just kind of under 50% here. So if he just makes both of, you know, 2 of his 4 attempts, I like this a lot. And in the last game, he shot like 6 attempts and made 4 of them. So he's a pretty good 3-point shooter, and he definitely takes them a lot. So I want him to go over this. It's a minus 130. If you look over here on daily grind, just type in Chet. Well, they don't have it there. I just seen it though. Let me see. Where's it at here? Just seen it on here, but now I'm not seeing it. But anyway, this is shows this here on Outlier too. It's a minus 135 pretty much across the board. That's why I really liked it on daily grind as well. And if you look at what the Brooklyn Nets are giving up 3-pointer wise, they're ranked 24 and they're giving up 13.9 3-pointers a game. So he's got plenty of opportunities to go over this year. So I really like that play to go over as well. I'm going to be taking that. And, you know, he's gone over this in 5 out of 10 games. Over his last 5, he's gone over it 3 out of 5. He's kind of been shooting more 3-pointers lately, so I like him to go over that. And then for my next play here, I'm going to be going with another 3-point made prop. This one is not juiced, but it's one I feel really good about with such a massive over-under and the way he's been playing. I'm going to be taking DeJounte Murray to go over 3.5 or 2.5 3-points made. You know, he's gone over this in 4 out of 5 games. And if you look at his last 10, he's gone over this 7 out of 10 times. I don't know why it's not juiced. You know, he's playing shooting guard right now, and they're ranked 9. The Wizards are against shooting guards 3-pointers, but they're still giving up 3.6 a game. So that's plenty for him to get this done. And the way he's shooting the ball, I mean, he's putting up 7.3 attempts a game, and he's making just under 40%. So, you know, if he makes 40% of 3 or 7, then we're good. He's gonna hit that for us. So I really like this to go over. He's exceeded this in the last last 5 out of 6 games. So he's kind of been on a heater with his threes. And if you watch that Sacramento game, he was pulling it without any hesitation. I mean, he's got a lot of confidence in the shot right now. So I like this to go over. And yeah, this is one that's not juiced. So if you don't like it, you know, don't take it. But I feel really good about this one. So yeah, that's the 3 I've got, bro.
Great. Yeah. So these are the 6 we're rolling with. For first look, but there, you know, the board will open up tomorrow. We just don't do a daily show on the weekends. We did today. There was an exception, but yeah, guys, we hope you have a great Sunday. Next time we talk to you, for a lot of you, it'll probably be 2024. So until next time, we hope you have a happy New Year. And I guess if you're on the West Coast, maybe it'll still be New Year's Eve by the time our videos drop. But we will catch you tomorrow night. There's no football on Monday, so we'll just have the NBA video tomorrow night. But yeah, guys, have a great Sunday. Enjoy the games, and we will catch you in the next video.
All right. Happy New Year's, guys.